Hey y'all, welcome back to InDFlix. Episode 6 of Big Brother 27 dropped, and it was packed with veto drama, alliance fractures, and tension boiling over. Let's unpack all the mess from Hotel Mystery. So remember, Jimmy's HOH was rattled by the hidden game powers Keanu, Kelley, and Mickey each possessed secret twist advantages. Jimmy only knows about Kelley's solo veto power, but Keanu and Mickey's is still a secret. But this power is getting to Jimmy's head. He is very theatric, and maybe that's just his personality. I don't know. Don't know him like that. Didn't know him outside of this. It could be just for the show, or again, this may be just how he naturally is. But I think it's starting to affect the other players in the Big Brother house, especially Kelley. Like, she doesn't understand why, when it comes to her, it's such a big performance. And I get it. Like, him putting, during the whole nomination ceremony, he did put on a show. And, when you do the most, it may paint a target on your back. But Amy and Ashley have a conversation, and so, some people are happy with the nominations. Amy is aiming to get either Keanu or Kelley out, which I can understand. Kelley may be a little awkward or a little, courtsy here, but she's a good player. We seen her win the champion the first time, and now she's gonna have the opportunity to get off the block with Veto. So I would be, looking at her sideways too. And then we also all know that she has the secret advantage. And then obviously Keanu, they're only looking at him as being a physical threat. And Rachel gets a hold of Keanu, and she basically asks him straight up, "Yo, did you vote to keep Zay here or Amy?" And of course, what does Keanu do? He's going to lie about it. He tells her, "No, I voted to keep Amy," but I'm sure Rachel could sniff out the BS. And then she also asks him, like, repeatedly, "Do you have the secret advantage?" And smart for him to keep that under tucks. He told her no, and I think that's the best thing. Like, when you win these advantages, you should keep it under wraps. You should only maybe tell someone you truly, truly trust. But still, it's still early. This is only like the second week. So there's really no one you should have that much trust in. But he's told Kelley already about his secret power. But I know Amy is suspicious of Keanu, and I'm sure she wouldn't mind for him to go. Honorable mention, Miss Ava. I like her. I don't know how everybody else or all the other viewers like her, but I like her. She is genuinely herself. I love quirky people. It's just they're fun to be around. She seems like she's fun to be around. She's joking with the guys in the gym. She's having fun, and this is a good play move. She may not even think strategically like this. Maybe it's just me, or maybe she is thinking like this, which again, kudos to her. But this is how you up your social game. This is how you get people to be on your side. So if it comes to you being up on the block, you have votes. Like, you try to show that personable, good personality, befriending people. So there's different aspects with Big Brother. You have, obviously you want the competitors in these competition, but Big Brother is a very big social game, and I feel like Ava, she's probably top of the list of so far having a good social game in the house. So remember, I said keep your advantages a secret to yourself. Well, Kelley didn't. Kelley wound up telling Will and Riley about her secret advantage. And of course, they're like, "Yo, if you get yourself off the block just winning the veto, keep that to yourself. Take that with you the long way." This is the danger of telling multiple people. They're going to be with you for it now, but as the house gets smaller, they're going to have in their mind, "Oh, you have something. I need to flesh that out." It's a dangerous game you want to play with people knowing exactly what your power is. But, she told them. And then it has them thinking, okay, well, if she uses that, that means Jimmy's going to have to put somebody up as a replacement. And Will is already having the wheels turn that it may be him. And just like I said, keep your advantages to yourself. Keanu does the opposite, and now he brings another person into the fold of knowing that he has an advantage, and that's with Vince. And I don't know if it's because Vince won HOH last week, but he tells him, so now he has Kelley and Vince both knowing this power. I'm telling y'all, this is dangerous. A fresh developed relationship is between Jimmy and Rachel. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I don't know about you, but this caught me by surprise because Jimmy was very rah-rah about getting Rachel out from the get. But you can see the chemistry and their friendship. They have that banter of, basically, coming after each other. But when you're friends, you can only really do that with your friends. So this, I'm gonna call it now. If things fall out for Jimmy, and if Amy for some reason gets voted out, I think Jimmy and Rachel may be an alliance of two. I can see it happening. Now, I can see Jimmy really wanting that, and Rachel maybe playing him later towards the end. I'm going to call that out now. We'll see if I'm right or not while we watch the rest of the season. But this is what it's given. If people don't come after Jimmy and don't get him out the house, and if Rachel loses her number one, I can see them banding together. In this episode, we get to learn a little bit more about Will and how he's served in the military, in the Army branch. And he's just, telling the other house guests his stories and another way to connect. And again, this show, yes, like I said, it's about competitions, but it's really big on social. And the more open you are to people, the more people are able to either relate or, have empathy for you or connect in some way. That's going to be best for you. So I'm glad that he was able to open up about his past, because Will is one of the oldest people in the house. And usually when you have an older house guest, they're looked at as the mother or the father of the house. So this was good for Will. Now, this was a funny conversation between Lauren and Catherine. Basically, it was more Lauren who was telling Catherine, look, I trust you. I think we will be good working. Basically, I think trying to make a final two. And they're kind of low key because I'm not gonna lie, I'll be forgetting that they even in the house. I don't see them in much. And you have people that float. So they are kind of giving that floater personality for right now because it's still early. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. But Catherine was like, Lauren, you cool and all, but no. She didn't tell this to Lauren's face because obviously that's a number for you. But Catherine was like, I'm not about to make no promises with this girl. She doesn't think Lauren will be a good game player. So I don't know how that's going to turn out because we've seen the same situation happen in last season. So we just got to watch these two. So now it's time to get ready for the Power of Veto competition. And usually Jimmy and the 3 house guests are going to be playing. And then 2 additional house guests get to play in the veto. But Keanu cut that short and let it be known he was using his power, which allows him to have a mystery competitor from a prior season play for him. And both him and this mystery competitor will play. If that mystery competitor wins, then Keanu will get the power of veto. And of course, if he wins, he gets it for himself. So obviously, we knew he was probably going to use the power. I'm sure Keanu knew the target was definitely on him to get him out the house. So unfortunately, he wasn't able to hold on to it for another season. Not another season, another competition or week later on down the road. So he decided to use it now. But he didn't just stop there. Worst thing he could do is start pointing out people and saying, basically, I'm getting rid of everybody else. Why would you do that? Why? It's so hard to watch people make simple mistakes in the beginning of all this. He's pointing at people like, you gotta go, you gotta go, you to go, like he's Oprah Winfrey. And Ashley confronts him about it, like, yo, like, why did you say you were gonna take us out and stuff like that? Which now caused a whole argument between those two. And Ashley, you shouldn't have spoken up, because what people seem to forget, with Big Brother, there are chances. And not just one chance. Usually it's just the power of veto. You have the power of veto in the BB competition. So if Keanu gets down and he wins HOH next week, why give him an easy person to put up on the block? Well, that's why I never understand why people be sitting here arguing with people so early on. Like, I know it's probably a lot more emotional than strategy, but come on, there's a time and a place. So we get to the power of veto competition called Caught Creeping, and basically all those that are participating are in these bushes. Looks like they're tied by their ankles, and it's basically a foot race. They have to keep their hands on the wall. We have one of our veterans of Big Brother, Felicia, on the screen, and they have to listen for the word creeper. When she says creeper, they can let go of the wall and race to the buzzer, and it's round by round. So each person that is last in each round is eliminated. If you let go of the wall before she says creeper, you're eliminated. And Kaycee winds up being the mystery competitor. She's from Big Brother season 20. She won that season. And if you watch all these other challenge shows, she's also on the challenge as well. So she is coming to play for Keanu. And this is a good person. Like, she is a top performer. She's won a lot of competitions during her season. So he lucked out on this one. So we have the competition going. We're down to the wire. And the last two remaining is Kaycee and Adrian. And remember, Adrian is also on the block. We have Adrian, Kelley, and Keanu. And then, long and behold, they do their final round, and Kaycee wins the power of veto competition. And what that basically means is Keanu wins. So Keanu can take himself off the block. And since Keanu won, we know he's going to use the power of veto on himself. Jimmy's going to have to put a replacement nominee. And he's talking to Rachel about it. And he's saying it's going to probably have to be Amy. And obviously those aren't words that she wants to hear, because Amy is her number one. So I don't know where that dynamic of the friendship will go now that Jimmy's like, hey, I got to put your girl up. Jimmy also has conversations with Mickey, and he's telling her, look, I think it may be Amy, and I think it may be Will. And although Mickey's not expressing how she truly feels, she doesn't agree with it. Like, she feels like there are way bigger fish to fry in this point of the game. She discusses this with Morgan, who's a part of their Triple Threat Alliance, and they're both not with it at all. They're like, look, we're supposed to be working together, but Jimmy has been making every decision on his own. We have had no conversations, discussions like we said that we would. So now they're feeling some type of way about Jimmy. And I said, he keep moving away, he's going to move. He's going to dismantle his alliances. And it looks like the Triple Threat is one of them. They're not feeling his choices at all. Meanwhile, since Keanu now can stay comfortable, him and Rachel have a conversation. And basically, Keanu's bringing up what happened on her season of Big Brother and all the one-liners and things that he associated with Rachel during her season. And she's not feeling it. And she gets up and slams the door and just basically goes off. She's looking at him like, yo, are you coming after me? And now, granted, I don't think Keanu was coming off that way. Like, Yeah, of course she wants him to report back all the good he's seen on her season. But like people watch Big Brother 2 for the drama. And there was a lot of drama in her season. But she didn't like that. So although Keanu is safe with taking himself off the block, he may have made another enemy in the house. We're back at the Power of Veto meeting, and Jimmy nominates Amy. Um, and now he has Amy, Kelley, and Adrian up on the block. That was cut very short because Kelley then triggered her mystery veto power, which allows her to do a solo competition where she can earn the power of veto and either use it on herself or anyone else on the block. But obviously, she's going to use it to save herself. So it sucks. Y'all just got y'all powers and y'all had to use it so easy in the game. But Jimmy was smart to do that. Like, he got to flush it out. And now we have 2 powers gone. Mickey's is still unbeknownst to everybody in the house besides Morgan. And here we go with the strategic moves again. Keanu's now in Jimmy's face like, hey, if she takes herself down, this may be an opportunity to put Rachel up. And listen, it's not a bad idea. She is the vet here. She's won Big Brother already. And we've seen on other shows when vets come back and they make it to the final, they're going to win. But Keanu, you doing this with Jimmy, now you know. Jimmy is not feeling you. He put you up on the block. Why would he want to orchestrate anything with you? Like, I don't know, but I think Keanu was doing it just to save himself because now he knows he's at fault with Rachel and he getting too many enemies too soon. And Jimmy's, he's right. He's like, look, if he misses with this and Rachel comes back, now he gonna be ahead in Rachel's face. But you know what, Jimmy, you may already be because you put her girl up. So you're kind of in a lose-lose situation regardless. So Kelley plays in her mystery solo comp and just putting a puzzle together, and she wins the power of veto. So she saved herself, and that forced Jimmy to now name another nominee. That's a total of 5 people. He's getting blood on his hands. 5. He stated before, he put Will up on the block next to Amy and Adrian. So these 3, y'all still have a chance. We have the BB competition where one of them are able to take themselves off the block, and then the house will vote on the remaining 2 of who stays or who goes. Now, if Adrian pulls himself off the block, I think that's where the struggle is going to be. I don't know where people are going to lead towards, keeping Amy or keeping Will. If either Amy or Will pull themselves off, I think Adrian's going to be the one that's going to go. So that's episode 6. Strategic advantage is up for grabs. Alliances are fraying, and the Hotel Mystery is spiraling. What will Jimmy do next? Will he overcompensate or pivot? Who do you think will go next? Adrian, Amy, or Will? Let me know in the comments. If you love this, crush that like, subscribe for more BB27 recaps, and make sure to hit the bell so you don't miss episode 7's twist coming up. I'll see you guys next time.